We'd like to welcome Joe Crikey. He's a teabagger candidate. Excuse me, tea
Tea Party
tea party.
candidate.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Teabagger. Tea.
13.
You like nuts in your mouth?
Unfortunately, no. That is what we are not really trying to go for
Okay, so no nuts in the mouth.
here. No nuts in the mouth.
Okay, glad we got that. So that means you are or not for gay rights.
I absolutely think gays are a scourge on the society of our great nation, and actually, to be honest with you, I believe that they should be executed on the spot, just like they were in biblical times.
Perfect. Okay. And it says here you're also a columnist for the Washington Sun-Times, a heavy teabagger. Excuse me, tea party activist.
Get it right?
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. I'm just going to ask you a few questions. Seems you're pretty knowledgeable. What do you think about the Occupy Wall Street movement in Chicago? They're stirring up a lot of trouble at NATO. What are your thoughts on NATO first? Do you think we should even be in NATO? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, honest to goodness, I think the big issue is that we need to start looking at why we are spending all of this money to try to protect a bunch of countries that don't even really have anything to do with us. To be honest with you, Europe doesn't matter. They're a bunch of socialist bastards.
Yeah, but they make good croissants, right? Like,
well, the French do, but they also smell bad too.
what about those cool ass buses that the British drive? I mean, what would we do without those? Those are pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, and Mercedes, but still, they make BMWs in South Carolina now. We don't need the damn Europeans.
Okay.
Parking lot it.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on the Occupy Wall Street movement? You think these guys are going to get something done, or?
With Occupy Wall Street. I'll tell you why. Because you know what? All these people that are going for Barack Obama, oh, Barack Obama is our savior. Barack Obama, oh, 99%, 1%. Guess what? Barack Obama is a 1%er. Guess what? He is a loser. Just like all the rest of them, he's a 1%er too. So you know what? They can all just go suck a chode.
I see a lot of parallels with the Occupy Wall Street movement and the Teabagger movement as well. It seems like you guys have a lot of the
Thank you.
Tea Party. Sorry. Okay. Seems like maybe they lean a little bit more left, but I mean, you guys kind of same message, right? Let's bring in the spending and
the term left winger in our movement. We are the true conservative movement of this country. The Republicans have gotten too soft. They're trying to help out the socialist Euro bastards and trying to make sure that this country.
So you call them a bunch of pussies, basically, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Well, if they're such big pussies, why do the police? It seems like the police are kind of kicking their ass a good bit, right? I mean, if they're such pussies, they shouldn't have any problems. They should just kind of sit there and kumbaya and bang a drum, right?
Well, they should, yeah. But the problem is that the police are trying to. The police are actually underhanded, to be honest with you. I mean, we're spending all this money on socialist indoctrination camps called elementary school, middle school, and high school when kids should be able to choose whether they want to go to school or not. And yet we have police that are severely underfunded. We have drugs rampant on the streets. We have crack dealers everywhere. It's insane.
So tell me, sir, Mr. Crikey.
Yes.
Speaking of crackheads and children making choices about going to school and whatnot, have you ever done drugs? Is this kind of have you ever had any runs in with the law, at least? I mean, it seems like a lot of these kids are just regular college kids that get in a lot of trouble more than they should have. Have you ever had any problems with the police?
I don't think that is an appropriate question to ask me, to be honest.
But
I don't believe that.
Sir, I'm gonna pull a fucking Bill O'Reilly here. Do it live. Fuck it. I mean, let's answer the question. Did you or have you not? Okay, well, it's simple. Have you or have you not done drugs before?
There was a time in my life where perhaps maybe something was smoked and or snorted.
At the same time?
You know what? I don't really feel comfortable having this conversation with you.
And snorted, was this off of a table, off some hooker's ass, or I mean, is this? I'm just trying to get a feel of what your views are here.
It was a gentleman named Bob. Okay.
Okay, Bob. Okay. And did you go to jail at any point for drug use or any form of the nature?
I don't feel comfortable answering that question either.
So you were in jail.
I don't feel comfortable answering that. Okay, fine then. Yeah. I served 90 days in jail for cocaine possession. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And while in jail, did you happen to take it up the ass, sir?
I don't feel comfortable answering that question.
I mean, did you meet a Big Bob? Was he there to plug you with the Occupy Wall Street movement?